Now she don't skid, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. All set.
Break, put your stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Scale AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, the same diamond milk, I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, Mama got style, Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be coolin' out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep.
Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'm a bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't want to eat. If he said he want, they don't want.
Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They go with Howard again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long, it's Taylor. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, here's Taylor. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Slow. Z.
On third and goal, Taylor looking for Baldwin, intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Taken in at the 11. And some room to work. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That'll set them back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
They get it to him running left. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Slow.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Mixon try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hurry up. 21.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I think I might have a move.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On second down, here's Garoppolo. On the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Play action, Garoppolo. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on third down. Taylor, he's going to air this out for Baldwin. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Doug Baldwin, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. In the second quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
13. Go. 21.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
A handoff to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Taylor. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Slow. Ready. Flag for 2. Flag for 2. Switch.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put on the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working from the gun, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Taylor. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They get it to him running left. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's the run with Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down, Taylor. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Z.
Here's Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Wait. Black 80! 180! 21. 1, Omaha. Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes it right side to Cooper. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now, the Bengals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready. 319. 319.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Colts coming out now. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey. Got three. 3 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. This is complete right side to McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Taylor gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Comes to Montgomery, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Taylor going to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Now Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bengals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.